Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the ancestors past, present and future and welcome to you, your guides, my guides and the universal energies. Okay, entertainment only. And yes, I'm back in the dining room here. Mum's asleep in bed. She was supposed to go for a blood test today to go have potential transfusions tomorrow, but she's decided not to do so. So absolutely 100% her choice, and that's completely up to her. And it was really just to replace the red blood cells, hemoglobin, if she was struggling to get oxygen around her body. But she's doing okay with that at the moment. So I must admit I was a bit more worried about them poking holes in her, considering she has no clotting factors at the moment. So, okay, that's what we're up to at the moment. Huge love to all you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Yeah, it is. It's an absolute honour and a privilege to be looking after my mum at this stage, and we're in a pretty good headspace. So, okay, what I want to have a look at. Well, we do have as I was talking about that nice split the deck, we do have the, what have we got? The Eight of Pentacles, which is about health, and it is about just working on the health and keeping the ducks lined up in a row potentially, but also things changing. So I post a lot in my post section. Just go to Meister Tarot under any video, or click on the pink circle, it'll take you to the main page, and then go to the post section, and I've got the specialist popping up there as well with the King of Swords. I do post a lot there, a lot of news items, and then we've got, legacy, end of a cycle. So I will post up there if things change and let you know where I'm at as to whether I'll be on or not. Okay, but in the meantime, yeah, it's pretty emotional, not overwhelmed, but pretty emotional, full of love, full of partnerships, but it's also about a new beginning. Okay, but what I want to have a look at is in this particular reading using the, dropped it, Smith-Waite Tarot Centennial deck, is the deadline to explain the redactions and the withholding of the EPS files, the DOJ, expired yesterday. Gee, I wonder what else happened yesterday. Insert eye roll. Okay, so let's have a look. What's happening? The World card. We're not looking away, but the World card is also very much about an end of an era, and I've been getting over and over, for weeks I've been getting that this regime will do something really stupid, which they have now done. That whatever they do that's really stupid is not going to work out how they thought it was going to, which the reading I've just done pretty much pointed in that direction. But I've also got the end here. The end, not liking what's on offer, not wanting to accept what's on offer. Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords, investigation, and the Sun card. You've got the money trail of the oligarchs, or just who paid whom what. That's going to bring an end of an era to the oligarchs. Now, what I'm asking about is the EPS file. Then you've got the legal action with the money trail and the nightmare situation. So things are happening and the distraction ain't working. So let's have a look. What is going to happen? Oh, Cory Booker put some sort of statement up on Facebook, and I basically had a bit of a rouse at him about strongly worded letters are not enough. You need to get out there and actually with the hammer. Okay. Don't know how that's going to, be, because Schumer, oh goodness, let me write a strongly worded memorandum. Oh, please. Okay, people are walking away from this abusive behaviour. Absolutely. I think even MAGAs are going to have a gutful of this abusive behaviour, and the next card is the Tower card. This is not going to work out, this invasion kidnapping, whatever, of Venezuela that they thought internally within the United States. It's a self-sabotage that's going to bring about a tower moment for them. But I want to have a look about the EPS files deadline to release. Gee, nothing came out. Okay, let's have a look. I'm not saying that this was behind the invasion, but back up against the wall trying to defend their position. Just seeing what's coming out. Page of Pentacles. Okay, so they've put out a little bit. There is a lot more that they're looking at intently. So Page of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, but then it's being released, and the next card is the Ace of Swords, and it is about the children, not underage women, not underage girls, children. I don't think that this is going to stop. It might slow down, but then you've slowed down while they're desperately trying to keep the orange twerp quiet, but I don't think it's going to stop. He self-tells, he blabs. What did he say yesterday? That the US are going to control Venezuela, and Rubio's frantically trying to backpedal on that today. No, we're not. No, we're not. We don't plan to. Yeah, it's... Anyhow, so let's have a look at the EPS files. The DOJ had until yesterday to please explain the redactions and the withholding. You know, those redactions that everybody was able to remove. How's that going to go for the DOJ? Entertainment only, if I haven't said that already. The DOJ, the EPS files. Got to keep these really in front. Okay, you want to stop there? Come on down, let's have a look. How's it going to go? The Wheel of Fortune, karma coming and biting them on the bum, thinking that they're on top and ending up on the bottom. You've got the snake. We're in year of the snake at the moment. Its skin is shedding. It'll be done by the 14th of February. The Sphinx up here with the Sword of Truth. Now the Sphinx pulls the Chariot as well. So, and the Chariot is about movement forward. So at the moment, the Sphinx that is moving things forward, it's also my military card, the Chariot, is here with its Sword of Truth. The snake is going down as it's shedding its skin. You've got here this evil greed on the bottom. Okay. Challenged by the Justice card, the DOJ. No. This is higher than the DOJ, but it's the only ones higher than the DOJ would be the Supreme Court. Potentially making some sort of ruling on it that will change everything, which is surprising. Yeah, I don't know that it's the... Could be, okay, because we know there's a couple of them on the Supreme Court that are potentially, allegedly, possibly in the files. This could simply be, the challenge is the DOJ's actions having consequences. The challenge is the stance that they're taking. Right. Some sort of, at the base, some sort of mutual agreement that was made. But this is also crossing the aisle, working together, crossing the aisle. In the past, you've got Queen of Wands, holding on to the information, and there's a plan there. But then you've got the Queen of Cups, trying to keep a lid on the situation. but the sword of truth in the immediate future coming forward. Sword of truth, unexpected out of left field, bought by the survivors. Unexpected messaging brought by the survivors. Wonder if this is MTG or MTG, because MTG has threatened to release the information on the floor, which is another reason why little Johnson is not wanting to bring Congress back. Internally, huge klaxon sounding wake-up call, judgment, hopes and fears, Knight of Wands, volatile information being released, the outcome, dark money behind the scenes, about the littles, this is trafficking, not wanting the information to come out, about the devil. So I'm asking about the DOJ, but it's the death card. It's going to be their undoing, and the whistleblower. The whistleblower about the oligarchs, connections to Russia with the Empress, and the false victory. It's all intertwined, you know that. And the strength card, strength and star. Strength in healing, as it's all presented, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Seeing what's on the bottom. Got the Queen of Swords, money trails, nightmare situation, and undoing downfall. There's a lot involved here. Yeah, the DOJ are very much trying to keep it under wraps. Maybe the passing of the head orange happens, or his downfall happens before it's released. They're desperately trying to stop it from being released. I mean, everybody can see, blind Freddy can see that the orange twerp is on borrowed time. They're trying to hold it under wraps until, but it's too much. 10 of Wands, it's too much. It's over, it's just drowning them in trying to juggle it. And then you've got the 8 of Cups, the walking away, the full moon walking away in disgust about what happened under the full moon yesterday, but also trying to get away, okay? Trying to get away, leave the emotions of it behind and make an escape. They're trying to, what I'm getting is they do not want it to come out. They have not presented. They have not presented, and I suspect there was planning that went on behind the scenes in regards to this. And you've got the children and you've got the Tower card. This is not going to end well for them either. Every time I read on this regime, we get the Tower. They don't want it to come out. They're on the back foot trying to defend and trying to slow down the release of information with the 7 of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. But it's going to come out with the Ace of Swords. They're on the back foot trying to push back, defend the position, wild-eyed and crazy, but it's an indefensible position. So yeah, obviously the deadline is now passed. What is going to happen to Bondi? We know Bongino has left the FBI. What's going to happen to Bondi? Who's the deputy? Blanche there or something? I'm seeing Blanche trying to... Actually, I can see Blanche is just stepping to the side. So do not be surprised if Blanche is trying to put distance between himself and Bondi. How's this going to go with Bondi? Right, the Queen of Pentacles, holding on to the documents, sitting on her lap, looking at them, trying to decide what the heck to do. Totally uncharted waters, but also the Fool. The challenge is going to be, is she going off this cliff? The Fool is the challenge. How's it going to go for Bondi? Carrying water for the orange twerp. I think those around her are trying to warn her, just don't do it, don't do it. I literally saw Blanche step to the side, trying to distance himself as she goes over the cliff. Energy she's in at the moment is the Page of Wands, trying to put out messaging, trying to put out a new plan here. But in the past, the Moon, secrets revealed. It's already out there. Enough is already out there. Crowning the reading, trying to juggle. Standing one-footed on the rocky seas, trying to juggle with that Two of Pentacles, with the documents. It's all about the survivors. Very early on, ages and ages ago, I got attacked for calling them the survivors, but I love how everybody's now doing that. A few people told me to call them the victims, and I refused to do so. It's the survivors, the children, entertainment only in the immediate future, bringing forth a gift. Externally, she's chained to this devil energy, absolutely. And internally, she's on this wild-eyed, crazy defensive position. Hopes and fears, she's going to find herself beaten up with her back up against the wall, and she's out. Four of Swords, she's trying to defend the indefensible. She's trying to slow it down by she may lay low on legal terms, or she might just find herself out. Volatile information brought forward in Tower card. Oh, man. Okay, got the Emperor on the bottom, the Hanged Man, and the Strength card. The Emperor might sacrifice her. Page of Pentacles, the Hierophants, out in the cold, nightmare situation. False friends, deluded, and abuse of power. I think Bondi's on the out. I think she's going to try and defend the indefensible, and it's not going to work for her. She's going to face a tower moment. Is the regime going to throw Bondi to the wolves, pretty much? Is the regime? She's not going to sacrifice herself voluntarily. Is the regime going to throw her to the wolves in an attempt to... What I'm getting, in a chase scene, and it's like a hospital. I don't know why it's in a hospital. Running down the corridor, and the guy or person that's trying to get away grabs the stand with all the bedpans and stuff on it, and just towels and things, and throws it down behind them. That's what this feels like. They're going to throw Bondi, the bedpan, down behind them as they try and get away, is what I'm getting. So it's as clear as, because they're being chased down. But yeah, in the big clatter, there'll be a big clatter. You'll hear a lot about it. I mean, she's out, betrayed, cast adrift with that Six of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune turning on her. What have we got? Feminine energy, potentially looking at the piles, but the Moon, the Hermit, not liking what she's being sacrificed, disappointment for Bondi, facing the just judgment, emotionally losing the plot, end of the story, devil, children, stealing. It just keeps going. Legal action being brought forward, perhaps. And then a lot of headlines coming out as she's left to try and defend the indefensible, betrayal, abuse of power, harsh truth, hidden agendas, comes too much, thrown under the bus. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. The orange twerp is going to, it's not even the orange twerp, it's those behind him. She is gone for trying to prevent the information coming out, but it's coming out anyhow. Yeah, I just get that they're going to throw her like a used bedpan rack to try and slow down. I'm going to leave that there. That was icky enough as it was. The information is coming out. There is nothing they can do to stop it, despite who they might bomb, threaten, throw under the bus. Okay, leave it there. Catch you shortly. Bye-bye.